Welcome to Make It Take It. I'm DC. I had another 4-0 Hoops Day on Wednesday. It was Colorado State +6. VCU USF stayed under. NJIT Louisville stayed under. And Iowa came out. I lost the front end of my NFL teaser yesterday with the Lions, so I have to regroup on that. I still took the over in that Dallas game, so I really loved it, but I don't count that on my record because I didn't post it anywhere. But that puts me at 31-16 so far in the NFL this year. I have NFL play today and 4 more college basketball plays. First, like my video. Let's see what we got today. Anybody want to add some plays to the comments? It's always appreciated. First, NFL, 3 o'clock. We have Chicago at Eagles, and the Eagles have won 6 in a row in this series. But one thing about today's game is there's 25-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and there's swirling wind in Lincoln Financial Field. So I would look before you take any kind of punt props, passing props, or overs. Just a suggestion. I'm taking the Eagles down to 1. I think they're going to control a ground game because of that, and Saquon's going to have a big game. I'm coupling that with the Texans +10 on Sunday. Colts return home, and they're going to be up for that, but this is another one of those tougher games for them. I think the Texans' defense keeps it within 10. I also, on my second teaser, I'm going to go Denver, Washington over 37. I like points Sunday night in this Washington game. I don't know what to couple it yet with, though. Seems like I take Atlanta every week, I feel like. So I was considering Atlanta, but I'll drop it in the comments when I figure out what team is going to be the second end. I might end up doing Texans again or something like that. But if you guys got any suggestions for the NFL, let me know what you guys think or what you think of any of my plays. College basketball today. We have games all day again, tournament games. First game I'm going 10 o'clock, Stony Brook at Loyola Marymount. Loyola Marymount is glad to return back to LA today after being on the road for a while. They had a tough road trip. They fared pretty well, but I think they win by 10 against Stony Brook. I'm laying the 10 at home. And then early on, 2 o'clock, Cleveland State, Missouri on a neutral court. I went under 171 on this one. Missouri really flipped the script this year with how they play. They gave up tons of points, especially early the last couple of years. Now they have a pretty good defense. They're holding teams in the 60s, and they can score still. So it's a big line, a 30-point line. But this is another case where I think if Missouri gets up to 100, they hold Cleveland State to under 70. I don't know where Cleveland State's points are going to come from. So I went under 171 in that one. Then a bigger game, bigger conferences. Ohio State at Pittsburgh. It's a home game for Pittsburgh. Coming off a bad loss. Haskell Matrix has them as 3 points apart. And I do trust that rating, but with Pittsburgh at home, I add a couple more points to that. I think Pittsburgh's going to come out and play tough. I took Pittsburgh +6 at home over Ohio State. And then Providence, Florida, again on a neutral court at 3 o'clock. Both of these teams play fast pace, but I think when you look at their matchups, this is going to be more of a contested game, and we go under 170 in that one. And we have a special guest today. Again, we haven't heard from Moneyline Milo in a while, so let's hear from Milo. It's been pretty good in the NFL so far this year. What do you think, Milo? What do you say today out of all these games? What do you like that's going on?
Today I like the Philadelphia Eagles.
You like these? You're not afraid of the Bears, huh?
No. They're playing at home today.
Yeah, they are playing at home.
And it was a disappointment what happened to them on last Sunday, though.
Oh,
Sunday.
yeah. Dallas came back.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about that. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
I didn't like watching that.
Yeah, they were up 21-0. What happened?
They stopped on the offense again. They need a big offensive game today to really show that. You know they beat the Bears 6 in a row.
Yeah.
In the last years that they beat them. So I like the Eagles today, too. You know, I like a Saquon.
Make it 7.
Make it 7. I like a Saquon for a touchdown today, too. It's been a few games since Saquon's had a touchdown, so I think he gets in the end zone. They're going to play a ground game, like I said, because of all the wind today. Who's going to have a big game?
Well, like you said, I think Saquon's going to get a touchdown, maybe A.J. Brown.
Goddard.
Goddard.
Goddard didn't have a lot of receptions against Dallas, so he might break out for some receptions too. I might actually look into some of his props. So I like Saquon and Goddard in that game, and the Eagles on teaser points. Milo likes the Eagles. So let's get it going. Thank you for watching. Good luck today.